Yeah, man. Let's get it popping, man. KRU Conversations, another one. Young Kayda in the building tonight. You hear me? Got a little bro. I got my family in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? There you go. There you go. You hear me? KRU Conversations, y'all I do. You know what I mean? Shout out to my family. Shout out to my people, man, who be tuning in and rocking with me, man. Stace, I see you, big homie. Hey, family, I see you.
You know what time it is, Stab.
Hey, champ. Hey, champ.
What's up, dog?
What you doing, daddy, yo?
Oh shit, just cooling at the crib, man. Like I said, shit, I was trying to go catch a little scenery at the pool and shit. It's a nice day,
Yeah.
but we're gonna do it like this for the sound and shit.
Show for show.
Man,
You
it's crazy. It's been so long since I've been on Instagram Live and shit. I didn't even know how to do this shit at first. I'm just over here fucking with it. That's why it took so long.
it's all good, man. You know how we do it, man. I appreciate you for
Yeah.
tapping in with me.
Oh man, I appreciate you, bro. I see you moving.
Trying to
Hey,
get
that shit just happened organically though, cause I was seeing you, all the posts you was making, saying some real ass shit, how you be talking to, you know what I mean?
yeah,
And I seen the beginnings,
yeah,
just saying some real shit. And my nigga the upgraded got the chair, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Got the artwork in the background. I see you, baby.
yeah, man. Making it do what it do. You feel me? Trying to get some of this game back that we got along the way, and try to expose my peoples to some of these experiences that I know can help them in life. You know what I mean? Especially the young partners and the young females and our folks that's coming up behind us, bro, who haven't went through those things yet. But we can share some of those things so they don't have to go through some of the, bumping their head and different things like that, and see some other avenues to get to some cheese and to be fruitful and experience life and all those things. You feel me, bro?
That's what it's about. It's about giving back. We got so much from the game and from life. You know what I mean? With
Yeah,
our experiences and shit, it's only right. You know what I mean? Especially like we look at a lot of these younger motherfuckers like they ain't have it like us.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like we still had the hood nigga, the community, the gentrification, all this shit. It's so
right.
many right now, and with this technology, like motherfuckers being raised with the wrong, they getting the wrong nutrition. You feel what I'm saying?
Straight like
All
that.
the way around, like
Straight up.
food they mentally with all this shit. We like the last remnants, you know what I'm saying, of a real community based, you know what I mean, education. You feel what
Right,
I'm saying?
right, right.
All the education is online and motherfucking these rap songs and shit, and they be telling them all the wrong shit. So
Yeah,
yeah,
we
I
like the
feel
last
you.
of the ones that came from the raised as a village situation where it was multiple people that was pouring into us, you know what I mean?
Hey, lunatic village though.
Straight up, for sure for us, you know what I'm talking about? You dig? um, let's go to the beginning. How many people grew up in the household you grew up in, little bro?
So shit, it was my mom was single mom, you know what I mean? Typical story, single mom. My dad was out there doing what he do, you know what I'm saying, selling dope, pimping, all the shit. She was, had me, raising me on her own, and she met my step pops, and then he had a son, and then his cousin is my sister, but we was raised living together, you know what I'm saying? So I grew up in a house with my sister. That's my sister, basically. It's family. We was raised together. That's my sister. And then my stepbrother. So when I was young, you know what I mean? It's like we had a little mixed little thing going in. I did my pops for a minute. Like me and my moms, we stayed around across the street in Daly City, matter of fact, from my pops and his baby mama. And I got two brothers with him, and then
Yeah,
uh her daughter and my other sister. So it's like I was growing up like around, even though I was the only child, I grew up, in a house with other siblings and
mm,
right next to my other sibling. Then my uncle got killed when I was like 10, and I had moved from the city to Oakland, but I was still going to school in the city,
yeah,
and I had to go live. We had to go live with my auntie, and her two kids. So it's like, I always grew up moving, like staying with other people and shit. So it's like I was always in households with, like, nigga, I don't know if you know
Who?
Ron
Yeah,
Neutron.
yeah, that's my family.
All right, well that's my family, bro.
Yeah,
Like we used to share the same bed.
yeah,
When I lived in the house, like, when he was going to playing for Wash and shit.
yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, I grew up place, all over the place.
Um, so what was your relationship like with your pops?
Man, bro, it was when I was younger, it was dope. You know what I mean? Because I didn't know nothing. You know what I mean? I just looked up to him. So all of this shit that he showed me, you know what I'm saying, I thought was cool.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Which was like guns, drugs. You know what I'm saying? It was normal. You know what I mean? It'd be like
yeah,
nigga be out and go to the store. You know what I'm saying? Or go get a cap gun, a beanie, and
yeah.
give a nigga his little thug kit. Be outside posted with him, and all over, all in KO and Filmo and Third. And I remember, nigga, you remember OG Fly Mar?
Yeah,
He bring me around all the old older niggas like that and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, this my young nigga. He gonna be sick and
yeah,
all that type of mentality. So back then, it was normal. It was. I thought it was cool.
yeah,
It's like growing up and becoming a man. Like it started to be where we start to like butt heads as I was growing up. You know what I mean? And understanding life more and shit, and wasn't really agreeing with a lot of the shit that he was doing and shit like that. To the point where now it's like, as a grown man, that shit really affected a lot of the decisions I done made
mm,
and a lot of the little shit that I was going through that I'm realizing like I'm trying to get to a place with him where I forgive him, like put that shit behind the nigga. Like we
yeah,
kind of ain't like where we, you know what I mean, on
yeah.
the level right now. But yeah,
What schools did you go to, bro?
nigga, St. Amelius, didn't you go to that motherfucker too,
Hell yeah, I know that, but I gotta let
nigga?
the people know the story. You know what I'm saying? I can't. You know what I mean? They want to know. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah. So, and you know what I be trying to tell motherfuckers is that now that I'm older, I realize like this is some shit that happened. I feel like in every hood around America, like right. Because you look at Biggie Smalls, right, and you see in the movie where he went to the little Catholic school, right.
Right.
But I guarantee you that was a Catholic school in Harlem where single moms is trying to work, get their shit together. They feel like they giving their kids a better education, which
For
they
sure.
is like,
For sure.
and feel like it's a better life. But when you right there in the neighborhood
Yeah.
and it's like, yeah, a motherfucker getting a better education and shit, but a motherfucker is still around. Sometimes I feel like I could have just went to Aptis right down the street.
For sure.
I ended up in the same shit, and then after that, it's like motherfucker ended up going through the public school system anyway.
Hmm.
I write the burden after that,
Yeah.
but I went there. I went to. It was all private from kindergarten to fellowship.
Yeah.
I went to all of this, but it's like, and then when I look at everybody that went to them schools, all of them niggas, the same shit ended up happening
Yeah.
to everybody. The juvenile system, the jail system, you know what I'm saying? Like death, like you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like all like my niggas that I went to school with was doing the same shit as my other niggas at Epis and shit like that. So, but one thing I can say, I do feel like it did make a nigga like a little bit more smarter. Like
For
I feel
sure.
like I'm a lot smarter and a lot like intellectually
Yeah.
because of
Definitely.
that education. But yeah, you know how that shit is. Same shit.
Yeah. I mean, I think when we was younger, and you got friends going to public schools, and they get to wear what they want to wear, and there's so many more females, and just a lot of. Which say to me, this for a Catholic school or private school, as small as it was, we had a good variety. It was, you know what I mean. It was a good look for us to be at a private school, and it was all black people, so it was a good look for sure. But I know I couldn't wait to get on the case, so I get on there with my partners from Baptist, and you know what I mean. I wanted to go to public school since day one, so it was always something where, for me, I was always kind of pushing against it, since you know what I mean, like trying to like rebel against it. Like I don't want to be in private school, not knowing how much of a
Blessing.
asset it was going to be, and how much a privilege it was, and how hard. our folks was working to put us up in there. You know what I mean? That shit was
Yeah,
costly. You know what I'm saying, bro? So that we can have a leg up on the competition or whatever. You know what I mean? So I think I don't know about everybody else, but for me, I kind of rebelled against it. And I'm pretty sure a lot of other kids, but it was such a beautiful opportunity in the relationships. You know what I'm saying? The people that went to them private schools that I went to, I tell people this all the time. You know what I mean? I wish I graduated from Reardon. You know what I mean? I went at the St. Emilius and Reardon, I went to like 8 schools. You feel me? Like begging to go to
yeah. That's I
public
ain't gonna lie.
school.
Now that I'm older, I feel what you're saying. Like I wouldn't say I really like rebelled against it. I was cool with it because, like I said, at the end of the day, everybody that I was around lived in the hood, either in the neighborhood or lived in Hunters Point or something like
Yeah,
that. So it's like it was the same shit, but it was like it wasn't. I was a young nigga. I was thinking about the bitches and shit. I'm
yeah,
like, we ain't got no bitches at this motherfucker. They got all the bitches at Aptis and Martin Luther King and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's why my crazy ass first place I went was Burton, nigga. I said, fuck this shit, nigga. I
yeah,
ain't fucking with none of this Sacred Heart, none of these white bitches, nothing like that. I'm going to Burton because Burton had all the bitches that year. I'm 98, feel me?
yeah,
97, 98. That's when Bow, all the high schools was up at Burton that summer.
yeah.
That's how you know. That's how you know I'm crazy, motherfucker. Nigga went straight for the bitches. Like Burton got all the bitches. What I'm going.
Hey, you
I
weren't
ain't
the
want to
only
wear no
everybody.
uniform or
I'm
nothing, bro.
pretty sure
Fuck it.
everybody that went there was thinking the same thing, especially the ones who could choose.
Every
You
nigga
feel me?
did. Every nigga I knew that was going. We all was on the same height, nigga.
Yeah. Um,
But
yeah, I mean, like I said, yeah, it was definitely a blessing, you know what I mean, bro? And I learned so much, you
when
feel
I
me?
look back, like when I look at it now, I'd be
Mhm.
like, man, I wish I would have went to
Yeah,
Sacred Heart or one of the schools and made some connections and life connections and like my granddaddy, right, rest in peace. Still, they still got their house in Lakeview right now. So, I was in the area to go to Low, being in Lakeview.
mhm,
I could have went to Low. He took me up there to go take the little entrance exam. I flunked that motherfucker on purpose because I didn't want to be up there with all them Chinamen and shit. And that's one of the things I regret though, because it's like when I look at life now, like who knows who a motherfucker would have ran into, and made connections with and life connections with in a place like that.
yeah,
A nigga mind is just so fucked up, being in that environment and being raised in that type of environment where it's like, especially at that age,
yeah,
you already know it was just all about, nigga wanted to be sick.
yeah,
Just keep it real. Like that's what it, what I mean? Nigga wanted to be with the shit and all of that. You know what I mean? Like, and you doing all of the hood shit and all of that and not really being developed enough to make long-term decisions. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like that. That was a long-term decision. It could have changed the nigga whole trajectory. But at the same time, shit happened for a reason. And,
for sure, for
shit,
sure.
the decisions we made now, doing, going through what we going through, we able to, they need us right now, bro.
Straight like that,
Like these,
straight up,
they they need us. So we right where we supposed to be.
straight like that, straight
We
like
right
that.
because we actually some niggas with some intellect or whatever that could make some moves and maybe change a few things. Cause
Definitely. Now we
most
can't.
motherfuckers ain't even thinking like that.
Straight like that. How would you describe the city for you as a kid?
Fun, bro.
Mm,
Like so, being from Lakeview, my daddy from Lakeview,
mm,
my grandma's house still over there, like I said, like, but I also lived on Kiska for a minute with my auntie.
yeah,
So, I used to love going over there, going to
mm,
Candy Lady house and dad's waking up, you know what I mean? Going to
yeah,
get hella pennies to get out my grandmother, little Alhambra bottle, go to the project, to the Candy Lady house,
yeah,
grab them little ices, you know what I mean? Little 50-cent ices and shit. And we used to fight our pits and shit up there in the jets. Like it was fun back then, bro. TikToks, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Motherfucking good ass, sweet ass burgers with flies flying everywhere and that shit. Like real San Francisco shit, bro. It was fun, bro, growing up. Like,
yeah,
even though, it was dangerous,
mm,
but it's like when we was younger, it wasn't really till, it was like down there elementary and high school till, we start
realizing.
really realizing, like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But like being young, though, fun though, bro. The city used to be fun.
Yeah, the whole city was like the playground, like especially when you with your folks and your family. It was just like, and everything was bigger, of course, because you smaller, but just everything seemed big. The project seemed big. Every different hood seemed big. It was just like an adventure. Everything.
It seemed like it wasn't nothing else but the city.
Right.
Like in certain neighborhoods, like, you know, it's
Yeah.
because when we was younger, it was like, you know, I remember one time we met up in Lakeview, uh, on a Dolphin. It was hell of us. We went to Balboa. We hopped on the M to Balboa. Hell of us. Hopped on the 43. Went to the pro am game deep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All the film on niggas up there, Lakeview niggas, like we just shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that just was like, you know, and a lot of niggas that was on that bus ain't here no more. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
bus ride and shit. And it's just crazy, man. Like how, and then like looking at the city now. I just was out there the other day. I think I remember I was telling
Yeah.
y'all, I told you the day
Yeah.
when I shot the video, and just rolling through neighborhoods and the gentrification, and nigga wouldn't have seen that coming.
Right. Straight up.
It'd be kind of sad in that times because I think about all the niggas that died behind these blocks and these neighborhoods and shit that ain't even there no more, really.
No, literally. This shit is so much of a microcosm of what it used to be. You know what I'm saying? Especially on the level, like you said, like how we experienced it. You know what I mean? And it's crazy because you couldn't even explain to somebody and show them how it is now. You couldn't explain how it used to look when we was young. They would be like, "This what you were
Man,
talking about?" Or, you know what I
hey, you
mean?
know what's so funny? You know what's so funny, man? I had a little pot down here from LA, right? Like probably like last month or something like that. And I just, you know, we had went to the city. Anytime I'm in the city, I go pull up on my family and shit. So I went to go pull up on my uncle on the point, pulled up on my aunt near Sunnydale and shit, right? And I'm rolling through these areas and shit. And you know, just memories coming back and shit. And I'm trying to explain the shit to her. She young, she only like
Yeah.
21. And she just can't get it. And I just at a point I was just like, man, fuck it, man. Let me just start that. That's just the past. Let me just,
Right. Right.
because
Right.
it's like
Right.
you would never be able to understand. Because I'm looking at the shit now and I'm realizing like, shit, if I didn't know, I wouldn't know either. You know what I mean?
Straight like
It's just
that.
it's so different.
When you first started making music, little bro.
Man, really, bro, I recorded a song on a tape recorder in Lakeview, at my granddaddy house in like the sixth grade, I think.
Mm.
No, the eighth grade. It was either the sixth or the eighth grade. And I performed a talent show at St. Amelia's. I rocked that motherfucker.
Okay.
I'm trying to see if I'm trying to, because you know it's shut down and they turn it into something else.
Yeah, they ain't even in school no more. They've been changing school. It's just the gym.
I'm trying to see. I'm trying to see if I even logged into a little Facebook, little alumni St. Amelia's and shit to try to
Yeah.
see if somebody could get the footage
Yeah.
from when a nigga take off with this shit, because I rocked it. I rocked it. It was ghetto to the motherfucker. Hey, you know that's back when Ice Cube and shit with that West Side connection was going on. I'm
Yeah.
going up the West Side on stage and grabbing the hood and shit. Nigga, to three times crazy instrumental.
Yeah.
Frisco nigga rocking the Oakland instrumental,
They,
then
they,
doing up
they,
some
they
LA
was
shit. I
all
was
they
all
could
over
still
the
you
place.
put it together back then.
Yeah, but yeah.
What's the first studio you went to?
First studio I went to. It's a good question. Well, actually, the first studio I went to, it wasn't even really like a studio. It was like near the Jungle downtown
Hmm.
in Frisco, where the Jungle used to be off of Bryant.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a rock band, little fucking. It was supposed to be a studio, but it was like uh, I don't know if the studios was full or something. We had to end up like, you know, in studios how they got the performance
Yeah.
areas for
Yeah.
the bands with the stage shit.
Yeah.
So a motherfucker ended up having to make do with that shit and recording that. That was for that talent show, matter of fact, I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
So a nigga was like, I don't know, shit, 11, something like that.
And then when you start, when did you start recording with your family?
Who with Cash?
Yeah.
Cash, shit. My first song, me and Cash did. It was me, Cash, and Peanut.
So first of
We
all,
did this.
how y'all even come together to start doing music? All three of y'all.
Good question. Good question. So I went to school in Vallejo for a minute. I went to Bethel for a minute, and I met Peanut up there. You know what I'm saying? We had just started talking and shit, and then we had started like trying to rap and shit. We was rapping with some other cats. You know what I'm saying? That went to school and shit too. And then me and Peanut just kind of spun off on our own shit, but we wasn't really so much rapping together. We was just hanging together a lot and shit, and
Yeah.
we'd rap every now and then. He used to always tell me about Cash, but I didn't. I didn't. I had never met him and shit. And then one day we ran into him at Hilltop,
Yeah.
and we was talking to him and shit. And he was like, "Man, let's link up. Let's get in the lab." So we got in the lab, and this was like 2000 and I want to say like 2001, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
2001, 2002. We got in the studio with Rob Lowe, because that's when Cash was fucking with Rob heavy and shit. And we recorded our first song, and then Cash wanted to put a group out on me and Peanut.
Yeah.
So he had Rob produce the whole album. We put a group together, and then Cash had some shit going on in L.A. with Interscope Records. They wanted a group like the Hood Fellas, and Cash he wanted to. Well, I don't know what happened with my other cousins that was in the Hood Fellas, but he needed two replacements. So he uh he picked me and my young nigga Honey Proof
Mm-hmm.
from Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Little Honey was dope as fuck too. And we was going to LA recording for Interscope. A lot of people don't know that. Me, Cash, and Honey Proof had a group. Nigga, we was raw, bro. Interscope was paying for our hotels and everything to come out there.
That's what's up.
We had like probably like 20 songs. We recorded like 20 songs with them. And then see the music game totally different back then. It was like all A&Rs.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? So the A&Rs ain't fucking with it. It's a no go. So it wasn't that we wasn't dope. It was just that nigga the Bay Area wasn't popping.
Right. They wasn't ready for the
Fuck ain't
sound yet.
never was popping, to tell you the truth. But it was like St. Louis was popping back then.
Yeah.
That's when Daquan and Nelly and all the
Yeah.
motherfuckers was making that noise. So I think they wanted to go with like a St. Louis act. So nigga, we came back up here, and Cash, right when we got back up here, Cash got with Ryder. And Cash was like, all right, the Fendi Boy shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw my partner in y'all group who we was kicking it with. My nigga Jeezy, we from Oakland, we was kicking it with him anyway. So
Yeah.
it was like he threw him in there, and then he did this shit with Ryder, and then he brought it all together, like the Fendi Boys group, Money Gang, turning the Fendi Boys Money Gang mob, like one big ass fucking. It was us that we was rapping, and it was niggas that didn't rap,
Yeah.
and just thugging and just showing up to the shows and all this shit. Rest in peace, Niggity. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Free Big Zo. My brother in here right now, Pedro too. He one of the members I was talking about.
Yeah.
Money Game Mob for life. Shout out to my cousin. Shout out to North Richmond.
Shout out to A1. I see you, big bro. Shout out to all our family in here, man, rocking with us. Um, so what was one of the best shows y'all did when y'all was with the money with the Money Gang Mob and with the whole crew?
Man,
Did y'all get to do
I had
any
to
shows?
say,
Did y'all get to do some shows?
yeah. I had to say it's one that's on YouTube right now. I always be going back to click on. It was Cash and Ryder's song though.
Yeah.
Uh, what the fuck is that shit called? Oh, Step Step.
Mm.
They song Step Step. And I was on stage with, you can see me in the camera and shit on stage with Cash and Rod. I remember that time because my little chick was in the crowd. My cousin, his girl was in the crowd. Like, I remember that night. We had hella fun. I think it was in Hayward.
Yeah.
Fab had showed up. He had performed. before us, then dipped off to go to another show. We was up there rocking, and you can see me. I'm on the fucking camera. I'm up there going crazy because it just, yeah, it was that was fun.
Um, was the music that y'all released, was it under y'all own imprint, or was it under the Thiz umbrella, or what was it?
So I just say Thiz umbrella because and back then we was so young, bro. I mean, we was like, well, I was like probably like 21,
Yeah,
22, cat, a few years older than me, so he was like 25 or something like that
yeah,
at the time. Niggas didn't really know no business, and
right.
then we was just so caught up in the euphoria and shit of Mac Dre at the time,
Yeah,
and Thiz, you know what I mean, holding Dre on his back and holding the Bay on their back. And so in the beginning, it was like if you was a part of Thiz early in the beginning when we came, it was really major,
yeah,
because in the beginning, us, well, like yeah, like us, we was like the first ones to come on there that was like hand selected. Ryder brought Cash,
okay,
and then Cash brought us.
yeah,
Over time, it got so big that people just start popping up left and right with the Thiz stamp
yeah,
and shit like that. You know what I mean?
mm,
And because of the momentum that it was gaining and all for Drake, but we was like the first ones to get caught up in that momentum when it was still like a small circle and kind of
yeah,
exclusive. So it was like we was just happy to be a part of that shit.
right,
And me personally, me and my niggas, we was getting money, bro.
yeah,
I mean, not bragging on them, but you
yeah,
know what I mean. I was 22 at the time, brand new house in Vallejo. You know what I mean? Then I still own. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Fucking pulling up Mercedes Benz from Nino Motors.
yeah,
I didn't have no rap checks coming. I still don't.
yeah,
So I was getting money. So it was like I'm doing
right.
this shit in my spare time, doing what I
Yeah, it's a
love doing,
hobby.
fucking with my cousin.
Yeah,
My cousin, this nigga is the rawest nigga ever.
yeah,
He gonna make it. So I ain't even gotta worry. I just go to the studio when I had time, get on these songs, keep getting my money out here, keep shining until cuz make it.
yeah.
And then, until it didn't happen like that, cuz, died, rest in peace.
How did
You know.
everything change at the Cuz died? Did the momentum just stop like immediately, or what? How was it?
Man, shit still ain't the same, bro.
For real, for real.
Shit still ain't the fucking same. That shit changed everything, bro. That shit changed the trajectory of people's whole lives, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, drove some people crazy.
Yeah,
Like, still dealing with that shit. Me, shit. I'm still going through that shit.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like,
What type of person was
a lot of
inside?
like that,
What type of
like
person was inside of
I
the
was
music?
going, the shit I was going through.
Mm,
When I told you I was calling you from that place,
yeah,
I was trying to call you for Brody and
yeah,
shit from the turf,
yeah,
shit like that. Like a lot of my demons and shit that I was fighting, shit came. A lot of that shit came from that. That shit fucked me up, bro. For real.
How did you talk about how you been dealing with that, or how you been pushing through, or how you been um not self medicating, but how you been figuring it out, or what's some of the ups and
Well,
downs?
that's what I was. Well, that's what I was doing for so long.
Yeah,
And to keep it 100, like, you don't even know you're doing that shit because that's what we do as a people.
yeah,
That's what we. That's what we do. Bro. We have been so fucked up. We all stopped going. It should be sounding like cliche because we all just been through the same shit. So
yeah,
you hear it all the time. We all stopped going to funerals by the time we 18, 19, 20, depending on how many niggas you done lost. And we all desensitized, and it's just a part of the regular routine, bro. Smoking, drinking, whatever, and then you smoking and drinking so much until you realize the shit down the line. Because how many niggas do you really see that really make it to 25, 26, 27, 28, 29? We, the last of a generation left, and we can go back and talk about hella niggas that didn't make it to that, and we all started doing the same shit at the same time. The difference is we here and they not.
right.
So if you continue to, that's what you doing. You don't go get no job or nothing like that to where you gotta have accountability. You still in these streets, nigga, at 30 something, and you still doing that. Yeah, it's gonna turn into a problem, nigga, for anybody. So
What does that moment look like when you say, "Man, all right, it's enough of this shit"? You know what I mean? Because you know what I mean. I don't know about everybody else, but I sure didn't have battles with, you know what I mean, medicating, substance abuse, all the shit. Now, whether or not, whatever level it was, for sure, you know what I mean? I done had battles with it, you know what I mean? Because we talking real life shit right now, you feel me? Not to the point where nobody would know nothing, but to the point where I'm doing more of anything that I feel like I should do. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case may be. Too much killing, too much partying, too much turning up. You know what I mean? What I'm saying? So for you,
Mhm.
what does that moment look like where you like, all right, man, that's enough?
Shit, nigga, when I was sitting in jail for the second time on the second case I'm fighting right now with $1 million bill.
Mm, straight up.
Yeah. But I done had plenty of other wake up calls and shit before that, so where it shouldn't have even gotten to that. But everybody rock bottom is different, my nigga. You know what I
For
mean?
sure.
So, and shit, me personally, like I said, you know, nigga, my shit was just alcohol, bro. I wasn't nigga
Yeah.
strung out on no drugs or nothing
Yeah.
like that. But let's not get it fucked up. Alcohol is a drug.
Hell
It's
yeah.
worse than all the other
Hell
drugs,
yeah.
honestly. Your
Addiction,
hormones
period.
go
You
to
could be too much of anything to kill. You
shit.
could be addicted to sugar. You could be addicted to alcohol. You could be addicted to pills. You could, whatever it is. Addiction is addiction. You know what I mean? Something that you can't control. You feel me?
Right, right. You know, so and you know, the whole shit, you know, I thought I had, yeah, of course, a nigga think a nigga got it under control. And, you know, as long as you getting money and you handling your business and paying your bills, you feel like you got shit under control.
Right. Right.
And let's get that clear. Let's get that clear, though. You feel every time, you know what I mean? When I was a young nigga, I called my case. I put my house up, my nigga. The one I say I still own, you feel me? I had to go through the county, go get a notary, everything to bail out, to put my house in the fucking county's name to get out at 22 years old, my nigga. So I was handling my business then. And just now, when I was just, you know what I'm saying, sitting in that motherfucker, my house right here, brand new, 3 years. I'm the owner, I'm the only motherfucker living here. So in my mind, all these years, nigga, I'm good, cause I don't give a fuck about no DUIs. I pay that shit.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about this, you know what I mean? In my mind, you know what I mean? As long as I'm handling my business, I'm good. But after this last situation, like you said, I just start to take a fucking like a like like track everything that I've been through and in all these years and shit, how much money it cost me, how relationships it cost me, all type of shit. And I'm like, nah, this ain't it. So, you know, I did what I did, bro. I went to rehab on my own. It wasn't court ordered. It wasn't none of that. My nigga, I checked in for 90 motherfucking days, checked my phone in. Nigga was on restriction. Man, isolated, bro. Crazy around all type of motherfuckers, all type of other shit. People I never thought I'd be sitting next to and shit like that. And that shit humbled the fuck out of me and got my mind right. And I came out that motherfucker a beast, nigga.
Yeah.
Strong, like mentally on a whole nother level. And, you know, giving back right now as we speak. I just walked into a recovery home last week and talked to the residents in there. A week before that, I was at Job Corps while I'm getting money, while I'm doing this rap shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if that bullshit is what it took, I'm working on a recovery home right now with the state,
Yeah.
a 6 bed,
Yeah.
a little under 10,000 a client, billed weekly through Medi-Cal
Yeah.
in the state, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about all this shit. Fearless nigga, owning everything, nigga. What a nigga say, nigga can't fuck with me. In my worst, I still was doing better than niggas at they bet.
Yeah.
So imagine now with a clear mind. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
You gotta grow through what you go through, my nigga. Don't be ashamed of it, my nigga. If it make you a better person,
For sure.
and all this shit damn. So you know it made it worked miracles and it made a real man out of me. So
Yeah.
I embrace all this shit, my nigga. Nigga, it ain't no beauty in the struggle. It ain't no beauty without no struggle.
Hey
And
man,
I ain't gonna sound,
it's called
you know what I mean?
accountability. If we can't be accountable for our own actions, how we gonna get to something further? How we gonna, you know what I mean, elevate? How we gonna evolve? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
So I see you kind of revamp the handle. How you come up with the new name, or how you come up with the revamp for your name?
So man, when I was just in jail this last time, because bro, you gotta understand, I'm still fighting, you know, these cases right now.
Mhm.
So, you know, I still got time on my head.
Yeah.
I'm sitting in there, you know, niggas sitting in there, $1 million bail. At first, I wasn't even gonna bail out. I'm just gonna sit in this motherfucker, take care of this shit, give me a little deal. I have my time in, go to the pen, go on the turnaround. Like this is where my mind was at, you know, just how a nigga mind be when you be sitting in there
Yeah.
and bail so crazy and like nigga, I'm not finna waste no money on it. I'm gonna sit, nigga, get these motherfuckers this punk ass time they want.
Yeah.
So, you know, while I was thinking that, I was like, man, fuck, I gotta get serious. If I do get out this motherfucker about this music shit, if I do bail out, when I start thinking about bailing out, I was like, I gotta get serious, and I gotta take that time while I'm out to start my music career, do as much shit as I can. So if I do gotta sit down, nigga, I already done started. I
Yeah,
done already, you know what I mean?
yeah,
And then I was like, but if I do that, I need motherfuckers to know I'm serious about this music now,
yeah,
from every angle. And then my name was part of them because like as far as a rapper, people don't really know my name for the music like that. They know
yeah,
my name out there,
yeah,
So the Bentayga came just from like when I was really probably at one of my most heights getting money living in Las Vegas. I had two Bentleys, you know what I mean? So I got the Bentley tatted on me and shit, right? So I was like, I was thinking of a name that would go dope, on the indicator that really like meant something to me. So like, the Bentley thing was like big to me. I had it tatted on me, all of the shit. And they got the Bentley Bentayga, the SUV truck. And it's just something that just popped in my mind. And it was like, it was organic. I'm talking to my bunkie, like, man, what you think? He like, that shit sound dope. I'm like, well, all right. I'm like, yeah, I kind of like that shit too. And it's organic. So ran with it, bro. Got out, fucking got the shit, fucking, got a artwork dude, put it together.
yeah,
And in this shit, I got fucking clothing line on the way,
yeah.
like trademark thing. So yeah, so I'm running.
What's what's the name of the new project that you've been pushing, and what's the motivation behind the new project?
So really, all I've been dropping is singles. Right when I
Yeah,
got out, the first song I dropped was a single I wrote while I was incarcerated, and it wasn't necessarily none of my hardest shit. None of them dropping is really like my hardest shit. It's just certain songs that meant something at a certain time. So that was the song that I got out. I was in, I was fucking locked up. Niggas feeling like, damn, niggas just feel like you can't win. Like no matter what you do, you just nigga keep ending up in these kind of situations. So I had to drop that. I dropped a couple other songs. I dropped when I first got out. The day I got out that recovery home, I had my engineer take me straight to the studio
yeah,
and drop that and laid that motherfucker in there and shot the video less than fucking what 3 hours out of fucking recovery home. So I had to get that, capture
yeah,
that. It's all authenticity with me. You know what I mean? Like this is my life. On that good, bad, ugly, whatever.
yeah,
So those was like meaningful things I just dropped as singles. But right now, I'm waiting on this artwork to come back tomorrow for my EP. I'm done with
mm,
7-song EP, no features. I got some shit on there. It's called Richest Man in Babylon.
yeah,
It's called Richest Man in Babylon. You heard of that book,
yeah,
The Richest Man in Babylon?
yeah,
Okay, so yeah, so it's like all my shit is purpose. I titled it that for a reason. Like you know what I mean? Like you know in that book, he was like a humble dude.
yeah,
Seeing that, the wealthy dude in Babylon who he wanted to kind of like have some of those things, right? But he was a humble dude and was, you know what I mean? He ended up amassing fortune, but stayed humble.
yeah,
And that's pretty much like my premise, you know what I mean, on how I'm rocking. Like, you know what I mean? Now that I done got my spirituality when I was in that recovery home, and Allah put me in there doing Ramadan.
yeah.
Man, I was supposed to get on my knees and thank him for this 4 bedroom and the loft I got out here, brand new.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I was on my knees for 2 years in San Francisco on uh on Jones Street in the L's, feeding the homeless and doing all of that shit.
Yeah,
When I found out about the word and got called to my dean, and
yeah,
I came out here, put it down, drinking, wilding out, doing dumb shit. You know what I mean? And didn't observe one Ramadan. But when I got in that place, I so happened to get in there right during the month of Ramadan, the holy month.
mm,
Yeah, observed the whole Ramadan in there, got back good spiritually, you know what I'm saying, mentally. So it's like me titling it that is like me, just where I'm at right now.
yeah,
Mind, body, and soul, you know what I'm saying? And maintaining that in a world full of fuckery and
yeah.
not letting that shit get me off track again.
Straight up.
That's why I
Um,
titled it that. And then I just got something back from our cameraman on the EP me and Titty working on.
okay.
I just got the video back. We shot it at Beeps.
Yeah.
We shot it at Beeps.
Yes, what's up?
Yeah, T said, man, I think it's gonna be hard. I think we the first niggas from the View to shoot a video at Beeps.
Might be. You know what I mean?
We might have made history with that one.
That's
But
hard
it's
right
looking
there.
good. it's looking good. So I got my EP next month, and then me and his shit gonna drop in like 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
So and we got 2 songs. We already 2 songs into that, and then I got a whole double album already done. I'm
Yeah.
just waiting to get done with all this shit, and I got about 15 more videos on the way. So
And on the
yeah, you
head.
little bro. Hey man, man, look, hey bro, I, these niggas ain't ready, bro.
Hey man, it's your
These
time, man.
niggas
You
ain't
know
ready.
what I'm saying?
I got a budget on their ass right now. So, or should I say I don't got a budget on their ass right now? You feel me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I mean?
What you do
Hey,
outside? What you do outside of them?
all my old hoes sick right now.
They go, they stay in that box over there.
They
You understand me
they
watching the
they
movie. They stay
they
watching
sitting
the
in them
movie.
while they sitting in them hotel rooms, eventually as this shit get bigger, I'm gonna pop up on one of them motherfucking YouTube channels, on one of them YouTube ads with
On the big screen, baby.
their ass.
You jumped off the boat right before you understand me took off. You hear me?
Yeah. Good luck with the sharks too.
Yeah. Straight like that. Um, what do you do outside of the music, bro? What you do for yourself, for your mental, like, you know what I mean? You work out, what you do like outside of everything else
Fucking like
that's just for you.
yeah. Glad you asked that. So yeah, I do my little lightweight calisthenics, but I'm supposed to be getting up in the gym with my trainer. I got a trainer right now.
Yeah.
So that was a part of my 90-day plan when I got out that place. But it's like I've been so busy with this recovery home I'm working on, dealing with the state, trying, getting staffing together and everything for that. But it's music shit, which ain't paying. So I'm just putting money in this, and I
Yeah.
gotta go get money. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's like, and then I'm going to go speak and give back. In that community of NA and AA and shit. So I got a lot on my plate, and I'm not trying to overwork myself and stress myself and
Yeah.
working on my balance. So that's one of the things that I'm neglecting, but I still got another 30 days to get in there with my trainer. At
Yeah.
least I got my trainer, got my gym, I know where I'm going.
Right.
So that, but pretty much, bro, I've been on some different shit. Just like I've really been fucking around outside more, like walking and shit, just going out and being social, bro.
There you
You
go.
know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Sober though,
Yeah. Socially
like
sober.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's a
Yeah, like where
beautiful
I
thing.
used to feel like I used to feel like I needed to have a drink to go loosen up and talk to motherfuckers just to have a regular conversation.
Right.
So
Right.
now that I don't, I'm
Hmm.
realizing, man, I've been a raw nigga. That shit just make a nigga extra turn.
Right.
And
Right.
then a
Right.
nigga get to a certain point where a nigga become angry and aggressive and obnoxious. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't need that shit.
Yeah. We don't need them attributes, man. You know what I mean?
Because that really ain't even a nigga though. Really ain't even me though.
Straight like that. Well, man, what's your favorite summer in the city if you had to pick one?
Summer,
Yeah. If you had to pick a summer that was one of your favorite summers in the city, what year?
bro, I had to say I gotta take it to our hood, bro. Probably like summer 90. I think it was 97 or 98. I think nigga when the Dolph was on fire and nigga everybody was out like all the time, standing in front of who was that house? Was that Duke House?
Duke House, yeah.
And it just used to be on fire, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like just between that and I think 99 Summer Jam. Yeah, 98 or 99.
I
I
think it
met
was
Beyonce.
98. You said what?
I said I met Beyonce that summer when
What
they
you
were
say
when
to her? What you say to her, champ? What you say
that's
to
no
her, champ?
doubt. But keep it 100, I didn't. They were so new. I didn't even know
They
she
was
was Beyonce.
Destiny's
I
Child.
liked the. Yeah, I thought that she was Latavia. I got them confused.
Yeah,
So I like Latavia at first because she was like short, brown skin, thick. That was
yeah,
my type back then.
yeah,
So I wasn't really looking at Beyonce because she wasn't like she was kind of like she wasn't
yeah,
like thick all the shit like she is now. So
yeah.
I thought that she was Latavia and I thought Latavia was Beyonce. So my partner had worked at the little stand where they was doing signage and shit, and he let me cut through the line. And I'm like, I'm trying to talk to Beyonce. I'm thinking that's the Beyonce over there. So
Yeah.
she gave me the. So he got her. He went and got her. And I'm like, nigga, I was talking about. He was like, oh, that's her. You know, ain't enough time. So I gave her a hug. Like, okay, but
Yeah.
I was trying to get to the top of you though. Yeah,
Very like that. Where can they find the
yeah,
music at?
like
Tell them where they
14.
can find
I
the
think it was
music
like
at,
13 or
bro.
14. Huh?
Tell them where they can find the videos, the music, and everything.
Oh, at Kayda Bentayga, everything. KaydaBentayga. That's my. I made it simple. That's my Instagram. That's my YouTube.
Yeah.
That's my Twitter. That's everything. Kayda Bentayga. That's what time it is. You know, I got a lot of shit on the way for everybody too. I done put out all of the key songs I need to put out, tell my story, just so motherfuckers can like when this shit when the momentum, you know, I get more momentum with this shit. So I want my shit to be a timeline. I
Yeah.
want my shit to tell a story, you know.
Yeah. Straight like that.
I strategically dropped the songs that I dropped in the order the way it is. It's telling the story. Like if you go through my shit even right now, it's telling the story. The jail shit I was just telling you about,
Yeah.
that one, that's my first video I dropped, and boom, and jumped a couple more songs in the recovery shit. Then I get out, I'm fresh out in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting stupid money, and I bounce out to the Maybach. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm humble with it though.
Yeah.
Richest man in Babylon. When I
Right.
say rich, I'm not talking about no money. A nigga been getting money a long time, man. Knock it off.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not talking, you know what I mean? I'm talking about spiritually rich though. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
To where the money that actually means something, and then you can help other people.
Yeah.
Like this shit that we talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, it, I don't know, fucking we are the world, say the world type shit. It's just about like if you blessed enough, if a higher power blessed you enough to be able to be doing well,
Yeah.
when the more you share with other people, the better you feel.
Yeah.
The better you feel. You
Yeah.
feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Like think about it. Why that's how we be in the hood and shit. And motherfuckers be having more money than us when we be growing up in the hood, but we be so happy because we all share with each other.
Right.
It's just a universal law, like you know what I'm saying. When you're doing good and you share with other people, like it's not just for them, it's for you too.
Straight like that.
That shit help you.
Hell yeah, it fills your spirit. If you just hustling and hustling and hustling just to do things for yourself, you got the wrong impression of what hustling is and trying to teach your people, reach your people, and be better, man. It's about lifting each other up. This journey, it ain't supposed to be taken alone. I know a lot of people we in these days and times where they're like, I do it myself, I don't need nobody. And that mentality is cool for street survival and putting in work and all that, but we trying to live life. We trying to experience things, you know what I mean? We trying to sharpen each other's tools. We trying to be intellectually sound. We want to grow and be as big as we can all around the board. You know what I mean, bro? Like you said, nigga been
Right.
getting money forever. Like, you know what I mean? That just come
100%.
naturally, you feel me? But how we gonna leave our imprint on this world? If something happened to us today, what would they remember about us? That we got some money? I mean, that's good, you feel me? But who gonna step up and say this person touched my soul? Bro was right there for me when nobody else was. Bro saved my life, or bro gave me something that has lasted me since he gave it to me. Whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying, bro? Something that really solidifies your journey on this earth. You know what I mean? Sometimes it gotta be a little bit bigger.
It's gonna
You feel
it's
me?
gonna live on after you.
There you go.
It's gonna live on after you. Your work will live on after you. Like if you helping somebody and you help them get in a position where they help other people, those people that they help might be younger than them and in generations, and it's all sparked off of some shit you done.
Straight like that.
You know, no real shit. That's why I love what you got going on this platform, bro. And it's been a long time coming. Like I said, I seen you doing it. I
Yeah,
seen you doing it. You know what I mean? On here giving out jewels and shit. And honestly, bro, that's what motherfuckers need to hear right now because there's so much negativity and just the wrong shit. You know what I'm saying? Being put out there. That's a breath of fresh air. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
appreciate it. You know how it go. It take us like you said, it take us all a minute to get where we trying to go, and I'm learning every day. But I know that I didn't talk to enough ignorant shit and did enough ignorant shit in my life, and I try to make sure people know that too. Like I was the wild, young, ignorant young nigga talking crazy. You feel me? And I still do
yeah,
when
you
I
most
get my
definitely
mode. You know what I
yeah,
mean? But at
yeah,
the
yeah,
same
yeah,
time, you know,
yeah,
I
yeah.
was able to have
You
some
most
blessings to
you
wake me up a little bit. You feel me?
hey, 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 you most definitely was though. Nigga was wild.
Like, you know what I'm
Nigga was a
saying?
wild boy.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I be trying to tell them, this the graduated version of, you know what I mean? But I'm blessed, like you said, too. I thank God that he spared me, you feel me? Because the same shit that everybody else was doing, we was doing it too, you feel me? And we just so happened, for whatever reason, to make it through. And I think with that comes a responsibility to try to bring some more people through. You know what I'm saying? Try to bring some more youngsters through. And come on, bro, because everybody ain't going to make it. But, you know what I mean? As many as we can bring with us, it's kind of like, you feel me? It's a gift. It's a gift that God gives us to give to somebody else. You know what I mean, bro?
Definitely, definitely. And I'm glad we got to talk and do this because, like I told you, that's what I'm doing right now,
Yeah,
and that's what I'm gonna be doing. Wow, this recovery home for me. Everybody talk about the money and dealing with the state and dealing with these old people and addicts and shit like that. Yeah, it's a lot of money. It is. You know what I'm saying? But that's not my purpose though, because
yeah,
I could do a million and other things to
right,
get money. You know what I mean?
right,
My whole thing is, I know what it's like to go through uh, fighting demons, dealing with alcoholism, people that's out there in addiction. You know what I mean? When I
yeah,
was sitting around people, I never did methamphetamines and none of that type of shit in my life, but I didn't look down on the man right next to me that was, because we in the same motherfucking place.
right.
So no matter what I did, you did, we all dealing with the same motherfucking affliction, same problem that landed us both in this motherfucker.
Straight
So
like that.
it's like in the stories I was hearing in there, about family giving up on people, like, cause shit, for a while, like, a lot of people around me thought it was over. Like, oh, this nigga fucked that. This nigga burnt. This nigga boosie. Like,
Yeah,
man, I came back out and fucked everybody head up, man.
yeah,
And that ain't even though that wasn't, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just happy to be in a better place and like and be able to be in a position where I can help people and let them know that, hey, I'm, for me, when I walk into these rooms and shit, I'm coming in there fly.
yeah,
I'm coming in there. They seeing all of that, but when I sit down and talk to them, they know that it's real and my struggle and what I went through,
right.
and they can have a different example to look at and be like, oh, I can be fly and still go to NA meetings, go to AA meetings.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was in there 3 weeks ago, a little young homie uh had just got out juvenile or something. Afterwards he came up, talked to me, gave me his number, and I gave him my YouTube and shit. He texted me. I'm like, yeah, let me, when you get up out of there, holler at me, let me know you're doing all right.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But he thanked me and was just like, man, it was good to see somebody like you to come and talk to us.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
Straight up.
shit, I would fuck if it was only one person that I affected or something like that
Yeah,
actually got out and I put up under my wing and I tried to steer in the right direction or something like that. Like, nigga, ain't none of these niggas doing that. And I've been having a bag. So it's like, it ain't, nigga, the nigga get this rap bag. That's just a bigger bag on top of the bag I already had, nigga. Ain't
yeah,
no niggas really in this shit with their own properties for years, though, my nigga. I just
yeah,
look like a young and been doing this shit, my nigga. So it's like, and that's why I'm, you know what I mean? I feel like it's dope because I got the young look, all that shit, but I got the older mind, being through some shit, some
yeah.
real shit,
Straight
on
up.
that real era,
Yeah,
on that real era. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like the best of both worlds. You know what I mean? I'm able for them to see me off the rip and not feel like I'm just some old ass nigga that don't know what he's talking about
right.
or from another generation.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, make it easier for me to get what I'm trying to get across.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Straight like that.
So it's like it's the same type of mentality, like you said, of helping, reaching motherfuckers. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm
And
proud
I'm
of you,
actually
bro.
starting.
Proud
I'm
of you,
actually.
man.
I'm actually starting. I'm actually starting a reality show with my recovery home, with the patient, with the client's faces blurred out and shit. So I don't violate HIPAA. No HIPAA violations. Hey, little bro, some shit over here.
Yeah. Straight like that, man. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, man, but I'm gonna keep doing these, and we're gonna double back. You know what I mean? And we're gonna catch up some more. We're gonna do this again down the line. You feel me? So they could, stay up with you and see what you're doing. And everybody that's a part of these is KIU alumni. You already KIU alumni because all you do is keep it up, no matter what's going on, no matter what they throw in front of you. You know what I mean? So you already got
Hey,
the.
hey, 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 what you say? They wasn't there, big
They
baby.
wasn't there, big baby. You know what I'm saying?
They
I'm
wasn't.
trying to tell them, man. You
They
feel me, champ?
wasn't
You feel
there.
me? Yeah,
Every time you say that, I feel the fuck out you. You know what I'm saying? Because just like the example I gave earlier, going to the pro-am games, and you
yeah,
asked me about certain memories and shit. Man, that was a whole different just vibe. And it'll never be like that again. You know what I mean? Because we was pre social media.
Yeah.
So it's a whole lot of youth out here right now that don't know what the world is without Instagram, Facebook, and none of
And
that
we
shit.
got the last good part of the crack game. I hate to say it, but the part where the crack game was still like you could still go outside and go make 2, 3 bands, you feel me, out of sack. You know what I'm talking about? Like really just go step outside and like hand in hand, just really like you feel me? Now you gotta get on the plan. You gotta do some other, you know what I mean? Like, you know, feel me? Like how we could just really go and go 30 days straight and really change our whole trajectory. You feel me? Like straight, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? So we got, like you
yeah.
said, the best of both
That's
worlds because we got to
yeah,
see that
and that game within itself was a totally different animal.
straight up.
And it's like that. So we the last remnants of the niggas who was doing it like that. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like all my big uncles and shit. Like when I told you I went to the turf and I shot that shit for the video,
Yeah.
I struck out there to go to a picnic. You know what I'm saying? That my family was throwing in Brentwood. You
Yeah.
know, my uncle Sauce,
Yeah.
OG Herm Malone,
Come on,
little
man.
real
Sausage.
giants.
You know I've been going to
Real
Sausage
giants.
Girl picnics, man, since I was a young
Yeah,
snap.
yeah,
You
that's.
feel me?
But I'm saying though, hey, Juan, that's my uncle though. That's who
Yeah.
raised me.
Yeah.
Him, my uncle right here, Art, nigga, rest in peace. All of them. So it's like you say, like that. We the last remnants of that era from men like that,
Yeah.
stand up men like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's on us to pass the message along, like how you doing, how
Yeah.
I'm doing, like this music off the fucking camera and off the mic, like it ain't just about getting money and being seen and all of that shit. I mean, we've been doing that our whole life. Niggas been ghetto stars before we was
Straight up.
before a nigga could ever be a rap star or a
Straight up.
podcast star.
Without a
A
question.
nigga was on the turf with it. I remember you back out there with the big ass AP. You had the big ass Ava Rex too.
You feel me? Come on. You know
I
we had to
remember you,
stay.
cousin.
Straight up, champ. You know what I mean? You know we was out there trying to make it shake, man. That was a beautiful time, like you said, man. But we learned a lot then, and we still learning. You feel me? We ain't no finished products, and that's the beautiful thing about it. That every day we can wake up and get better at this what we doing, and chop game like this, and sharpen each other's tools, and share each other's platforms. You know, people get caught up in this social media shit and this, get the acting up. Man, listen, man, this shit for us. You know what I mean? My people be hitting me. I'm like, come on, as long as you working on something, and we got something going, something that we could give to people. You feel me? And tell your story, and let's do it. That's what this shit is about. You feel me? It's like, what else we gonna do? You know what I mean? Like, you feel me, bro?
Most definitely, most definitely. I seen you kicking up dust on here. And I was like, damn, bro, I wasn't really ready. That's why I didn't hit you
Yeah,
until, you know what I mean? I still doing shit. I was
yeah.
like, man, I'm gonna wait till the right time to holler at Brody because I see, you know what I mean, you doing your thing, you serious over there. Nigga got the headphones on,
You
nigga.
feel me?
You got
Come on, man. We gotta make this
you
shit
know what I'm
count. I got tired of people saying, man, you gotta do your thing, you know what I mean? And I was already gonna do my thing, but it was just like, all right, it just makes sense. You feel me? Like, why not? You feel me? Invest in what we doing, you feel me? And like you said, it ain't about, it's gonna take off and do what it do, but it's about dropping them jewels more than anything. You know what I'm saying? That's what
saying? We a part of each other growth right now. And that's another dope thing. Cause
straight
we
up,
both grown.
straight up.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
it's like, and it's dope. We from the same neighborhood.
yeah.
You know what I mean? We grew up together
Went
basically.
to school, not
You know,
basically,
a
we
little
went to
Puerto
school
Rican
together,
salute, but we
yeah.
we
And grew
basically
up
grew
together,
up
yeah.
together.
Straight up.
So it's like, that's amazing to be able to you be pushing it on that end, I'm pushing it on this end.
Yeah,
I fuck around and be in LA. I got some shit lined up. I'm trying to get on No Jumper. I'm like, hey,
yeah.
cuz, come do your 1 2. Come link up
Straight
with me.
up.
You know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
Like,
Straight up.
shit,
Yeah.
for real.
And this
You know
and
what I mean?
the crazy part about it, I'm gonna let you go after this. The full circle moment is we was
Thank
talking
you.
about how our parents put us in those schools, and we wish that we took advantage of those relationships and opportunities. This is what we're doing right now, cuz you feel me? This is what they envision when they said, instead of putting my son in this, I'm gonna do this hustling that I'm doing, but I'm gonna put some money to the side so I can pay for this private school for my son, so that he can have a little bit of a broader spectrum of not only friends but people and all that different shit. So we actually utilizing what they laid down for us in the beginning. So we didn't lose it, and we using it. You feel me?
I'll tell my mama that shit tonight when I talk to her.
Straight up.
Cause she don't understand for the life of her. What the fuck did you come? I did all this. I did all this. I be like, mama, but I ain't trying to take nothing away from you. It ain't like you sent me over to a whole nother all white city. We was in Lakeview.
We was
You
in
know what
like,
I'm saying? all my classmates was from Hunters Point and Fillmore and shit.
Straight like
Like,
that.
you know what I'm saying? But on some real shit too though. Like I'm glad you said that though, because it's like maybe, you know, we didn't get took over completely, you know what I mean, by the streets, where maybe it was more that was instilled in us during that time that we didn't even understand to be doing some shit like this right now. And that's real.
Right.
I never thought about it like that.
Straight up.
For real.
I appreciate you, little bro, man. You know what I mean? We're gonna tap in, you know what I mean? You already know I'm pushing and rocking with you, you feel me? Whatever you're doing all the time, you know what I mean? I already know it's gonna be positive, so you know I'm locked in and we just gonna keep pushing this movement. You feel me? This Lakeview shit, this Twin shit, this Saint Media shit, you know what I mean? This Frisco shit, this all that, you feel me?
Global.
Yeah,
Global.
straight up.
Global.
Straight up.
You Lakeview to LA. I went from Lakeview to Vegas, LA. I stayed out there. You know what I mean? Like nigga, we got the game on the road with it though.
Straight like that.
Yeah.
I got you, little
But
bro. I
yeah.
appreciate you, man. Salute. Keep doing what you're
Nah,
doing.
nah, nah. Nah, I appreciate you, big bro. Thank you for having me.
All top. We're gonna do it again too.
I'm gonna talk to you off this motherfucker.
All top.
All right, bet. All right.